another episode of Different by Default. This is season 6. How y'all doing out there? First of all, I would like to thank you guys for continuing to subscribe, continuing to just watch all the recent videos that we had. Like, I hope you guys enjoyed Girl Code, Women's Panel, and even Quay's episode. But
Guy Code.
Oh yeah, Guy Code too.
A lot of good episodes.
Trying to go on a nice little run. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce one of our guests today. We have returning guests. We have Nelson with us today.
It's like,
hello, people.
I wanted
yo, clap.
I wanted you to say something. I was gonna clap.
Y'all supposed to be clapping off rip, but what's up?
your third season, right? Something like that.
Something like that. I feel like I've been on.
Here.
Yeah, word. But I'm liking the new space. The new space, nice. You see, y'all just gotta keep leveling up. So.
Cool. All right. So today's episode, we're gonna be talking about what's going on in the league and the NBA today. The first question I wanted to ask you guys was, what has been the most surprising thing that's happened so far in this season?
Luka.
Okay.
Mavericks. Shit.
Luka, easy.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's like Philly or something.
I'm Philly.
You ever trusted the process?
I didn't trust their process. I just thought that Philly was going to be better than 9th, 10th seed, probably 11th seed.
I think they tanking on purpose.
Nah, they shut down Paul George. They shut down.
Yeah, they did.
They
shut him down today, right?
Yeah, he got shut down today. I was like, yo, what's going on, bro?
Trash.
Podcast P, bro.
The minute Jared McCain went down, I was like, yeah, this is over for them.
Yeah, they're like 13th seed, bro. They're not doing nothing.
Hey, they go.
Bro, they haven't even broke 25 wins, right?
Tragic. At this point, you might just tank for the picks.
Like,
They don't got no picks.
They don't.
Shit, then y'all just.
Who they give it up to? OKC, right?
OKC has some.
OKC still got that those picks from the Paul George trade, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what happens when you got your GM using ChatGPT
fucking weak.
to make his decisions.
That's true?
Yeah,
You lie.
He said it at some co-pilot conference. Co-pilot's like another AI.
Oh my god. But Mavericks though, they hit the turn for the worst.
Obviously, the Luka trade has been the craziest thing. I think Philly has been bad. I think there's something else I was thinking about.
Even though I'm a Heat fan, Golden State getting Jimmy Butler really did.
Bro,
they're like
no one wants
14-2.
Bro, no one wants to admit it, but Jimmy Butler really moves teams for real.
For a minute, bro.
Jimmy Butler really moves teams for real, and no one respects it today. It's blue in the face.
Sad to see him go, but it be like that.
I got a surprise. The Bucks.
No.
I thought Giannis and Dame would have figured it out by now. But I don't think they don't look like they figured it out yet. But I'm not gonna lie, they look kinda better with Kuzma. Kuzma's not a bad third option, but they still look crazy though.
A close shot.
Dang.
Very professional.
Very professional.
But yeah.
Moves, you know what I'm saying? Moves.
I think Milwaukee, they're like 4th seed. So
Yeah.
they're better than actually that was like 5th or 4th last year, right? They're literally in the same spot. They're in the same spot. They're gonna play the Pacers in the first round. Like, I don't know. Like, who do you think the best player on the court is really gonna be in that Pacers?
In what series?
And the Bucks, the 4-5 series, the Bucks and Pacers series.
Giannis is the best player.
Giannis, obviously, no. You gotta stop
It's just the
Giannis.
pieces around him.
You gotta stop. I've been saying this the most.
I think Andrew Nemhard is gonna be the best player on the
freaking week. I think Pascal Siakam is the best player on the court.
Shout out to my boy Pascal, bro.
Yo, but that's the thing though. I don't think the Pacers know that Pascal Siakam the best player on the court.
They playing with my boy, bro.
When they got him last year, I was like, okay, so you're just gonna let him lead?
I think it's more of they told Tyrese that this is his team. So with it being his team, I don't know. Because Rick Carlisle is known to be doing stuff like that too.
Yeah, I think Pascal is the best player on the Pacers.
I feel like if it was Tyrese Halliburton team, he would have stepped aside like, yo, what can I do to get you to step up? Not like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, any good player will figure out how to go get another good player to going.
Pascal's a champion. I don't think he needs anybody to help him get going. I just think that they just gave him the wrong role. Like, last year in the playoffs, he was the best player. He was the best player in every series that he played in, minus the Celtics series. Like, against the
They
Bucks,
had the lead till they do it.
against the Bucks, I feel like he was the best player. Once Giannis went down, it was him. Like him and Dame and Chris Middleton, they had a little back and forth, but I feel like he was the best player in that series. Against the Knicks, him and Jalen Brunson, but the Knicks had their injuries, and so it is what it is.
Bad team management.
When Giannis MVP, you know what I'm saying? He moved teams, you know what I'm saying? When being talked to MVPs, like who do you think should be the MVP for this season?
I think it should be Jokic, but it's not gonna be Jokic.
Who you think it's gonna be?
It's gonna be SGA.
It's gonna be Shea, yeah.
It's gonna be SGA.
They're not gonna give.
You
They're
know
not
what's
gonna
crazy?
give. The NBA not gonna
I
give
wouldn't be
MVP.
surprised. He's finally get the recognition that he's been doing for a hot minute. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Y'all respect it? Y'all respect what SGA is doing?
See, I don't respect it, but then people try comparing to Harden. I'm like, it's not the same thing.
Yeah, I was about to ask
It's
you, like
never the same.
Whoa!
Whoa!
It's not.
I don't.
He's
Well-
the best player.
Harden was different. SGA is baiting fouls. Niggas put their hands behind their back to guard Harden just because they scared of fouling the guy.
He's the best player on the best team in the West. I also think that his pieces, like the pieces around him, like J-Dub, Chat, like those are Lou Dort, those are great pieces to have around him.
Young core too.
But in a
Full
7-game
energy.
series, like I feel like I was watching something earlier. Like I was watching Stephen A. and Shannon talk about this. Like when it comes to like first round, we know what they're gonna do in the first round, just like what they did last year. Like they cooked the Pelicans, and then it's like, all right, we good. But I feel like once they see someone like,
A little more experience.
yeah, like if they see the Lakers, I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure they can beat the Lakers. A healthy Bron, healthy Luka.
Luka fried him to go by himself when he was in the Mavericks. Shit was crazy.
Kyrie helped.
Now you got LeBron.
Now you got LeBron.
I got LeBron. And you got AR.
Don't forget Bronny. Don't forget Bronny, man.
I think Shea is the best player on the best team in the West. But
So
there's other players that I feel like he's not better than when it comes into like a 7-game series. Like this may be a hot take. I don't think he's better than Ant. I don't think he's better than
What Ant say? I'm down, man.
like playoffs turn
I'm the
into
truth. I'm the truth. Yeah, stand down.
All right. My thing is though this. It's not that I don't think that SGA won't play up to their level. I think he will. I think it just won't mean anything. Like I feel like SGA is just one of those players. He gonna get his 40 regardless.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cat. It's been a minute.
SGA,
I hope he doesn't turn.
SGA is unguardable, and I think teams are gonna know that, and I think that's why I like you said. I'm happy you said that. If the Lakers see them, they gonna know what to do.
if the Lakers.
Because JJ Redick, he's not stupid, in the sense it's like he knows if SGA is gonna get his, he's gonna get his. I'm worried about what everybody else is doing.
It really depends who they see. Like I don't see them being the Clippers, the Wolves, the Lakers. Like James Harden has been hooping out of his mind.
He has
Kawhi's been being incorporated back in. Then you got
Kawhi, and then they got I'm lying. Norman Powell is a great third option.
Norman Powell should have been an All-Star this year.
Nah, he should have.
I was so upset when he didn't get the All-Star nod. But Norman Powell,
Because of who?
cause
Say it.
Bron. Bron.
And he didn't even show. That was crazy.
No, it's crazy. Like
How dare you talk about my king?
like I get it. Like it's LeBron James. But if you know you're not gonna play, bruh, let us know like a day in advance. Norman Powell was just at the 3-point contest, bruh. I could have been like, yeah, yo Norman, we gonna need you for the All-Star game. That'd been a nice little All-Star nod. Cause he was hooping out his mind. Him and James. Then when Kawhi came back, he still kept it going.
That's why I'm afraid of the Lakers playing the Clippers. If the Lakers see the Clippers, Norman Powell gonna have a chip on his shoulder. And you already know they got beef already. From that Toronto series, watch. Norman Powell gonna give Bron a 50 piece. But it's knowing
It's
Brian.
no one's fault that Toronto couldn't beat LeBron. You know what I'm saying? LeBronto.
I hate games with grudges. Games with grudges, I'm sorry. They just always make,
I love it.
make me
I
anxious.
love it.
I agree.
I love it.
They make me
Because
anxious, bruh.
Russ could have been in the second round if he wasn't messing around with Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was trading with Dame. Dame was cooking him. I'm like,
That's
come on,
that's
bro.
that's how.
And then watch. If we see the Nuggets, what you think Russ is gonna do? The whole time.
But that's another guy who's been hooping this year.
Russ.
Yeah, like I feel like Russ just resurges every year that he's on a different team.
And I feel like he's the same dude.
Mm-hmm.
He been that dude.
It's just different playing under the lights, bro. I'm telling you, the lights in LA are different, bro.
No, I'm LA development is something to be studied. Because
When he was a Clipper, I felt like he was better than he was this year. Because there was some games he was saving the Clippers. I'm like, yeah, this. He was on my fantasy team too, so I should know. He was hooping.
Nah, but him and Jokic, I'm not even gonna hold you.
Triple double machines.
Like it goes back down. Like, who's their third option on the Nuggets? Is it MPJ or Russ?
I would say it's Russ.
It's Russ.
I would say it's Russ. I trust Russ more.
MBJ's.
My bad. Wait, whoa! I forgot that person or Aaron Gordon.
Oh. Aaron Gordon's like facilitating, bro. Though.
I trust Russ more than I do those other guys. I get it, championship experience.
Word.
It's just because Russ has the resume.
It's not even that. Like when you what's it called? Like you're not going.
But Russ never
to operate your offense.
He never won a championship, but he's like a.
But Aaron Gordon won a chip.
Okay,
I can win a chip too if I got Jokic. On my team,
but like no, you're not about to say like yeah.
But, no. Well, actually, nah. Because I don't think that's gonna happen this year.
Nah,
you don't think they're gonna win?
The Nuggets not going nowhere this
The
year.
Celtics are winning the chip.
Thank you.
You gotta establish that. The Celtics are winning the chip.
They'll go back to back. I don't know about it.
If the Lakers got a big, something might have been different. But other than that, though, the only reason why I said we needed big because we need somebody on KP.
Chris, that's be hooping. And you know he got a little grudge with the Lakers
that's
too.
our crush right now. That's why we lost to Jokic.
Bro, you gotta understand.
How big can guard him?
They got 5 third options on on the Celtics.
They got Derek White,
Derek White, Peyton Pritchard.
Al, Peyton, Drew, like, yo, even Sam Hauser be looking like a star. Bro. Like he had like.
I'm not gonna hold you. Where did he come from again? What school did he come from?
Bro, I forgot.
Sam Hauser.
But he slipped in the draft, right?
Yeah, he got drafted by the Celtics too.
Oh, okay.
Like everything in Celtics is like homegrown.
Because I saw his combine workout. He didn't miss.
He can shoot. Like, yo.
That's the problem with the East. It's always gonna be one team that dominates, but the Celtics, bro, you can just tell, like, bro, they got a roster. Teams in the East got one player or two, but mostly one player and pieces around them. And sometimes them pieces crack or fall, and the one player can't do it at all. That's how it happens. It happens every time.
Nah, this play's gonna be interesting.
Ask Luke Cornett. Like, yo, Luke Cornett's another bucket getter. Quita, like, hoopers. But, we was talking about, like, Bron, JT. Like, as the stars of yesterday are starting to, like, fade away, like KD, like, Bron, Steph, like, who do you think is the new superstar tomorrow? The new face of the league?
The new face of the league?
In my opinion, it's Jason Tatum. But, you know, I'm saying.
Nah, it is Jason Tatum.
Everybody's preferable, like facing the league wise, because it's all everybody. What's it called?
It's weird though. It's weird him being the face of the league though, only because I don't think we expected the superstars of yesterday to play so late. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't see why KD wouldn't want to play till 38 or 39 either.
Mm-hmm.
Like Steph. Steph weird. He might retire.
Like Steph's game has transitioned.
Yo, Steph look better.
Yeah, that sounds crazy, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I know they're trying to say we trying to pick a new face of the league, but by the time these dudes retire, like Brown might retire at 41 to 42. Mm-hmm. Jason Tatum gonna be 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's also different. Like back then, people when they stepped into that face, like everybody was just like, yeah, that's the face of the league. Now it's like. You sure? You sure? You sure? Anthony Edwards?
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Anthony Edwards. I think it's only gonna be Anthony Edwards because by the time when all these stars retire, I think Jason Tatum's going. Actually, I'm lying. Jason Tatum's gonna have the league for a couple years, but they always gonna choose that young guy.
Yeah, you got
and got charisma too.
And they like the white boys. Saying they can do something like that. So.
No. They like the European white boys.
Yeah, like.
Nah, I think.
Cooper Flag is different though.
They always like an American white if they can. Like Larry Bird.
That was the last American white boy.
Yeah, now they can get one again. Come on.
They thought Gordon Hayward was coming up, and then that happened.
Right.
damn, it happened though.
Look,
Damn, who was the? Yeah, Gordon Hayward would be that last American white boy, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Kyle Korver not American?
Kyle Korver wasn't.
I'm
He was a shooter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was a shooter.
He was an all-star though, which was crazy to me.
But he was a shooter.
He was a shooter. You know what I'm saying?
But
Gordon
yeah,
Hayward.
it was Gordon Hayward, right?
was hooping the Jazz too. Niggas were God.
Luka Doncic could mess around.
he European.
Yeah, he European.
European.
I'm trying to look for a Midwest white boy.
Everybody's starting to go to that
Take it?
way.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
think of
go-
a Midwest white boy.
Midwest.
That's Cooper Flag. And he not even from Midwest.
I seen hoop against what's it called? US. No, it's LeBron and them. He was frying them.
He could be the guy, you know what I'm saying?
6'9".
He's nice, and the fact that he's still a teenager. He gonna be a teenager. Well, I'm lying. He gonna do another year at Duke.
You gonna do another year?
Yeah.
I feel like
Especially-
that's the problem. Like,
Especially if they get
you feel like
knocked
you can hoop, and you feel like you can put yourself to the performance you did last year. There's no problem staying another year. Your draft won't tank. No way.
It's not like he missing out on money.
I do feel like it's crazy though, like how, like 5 years ago, like we were talking about different people being the next face to the league, like Zion and LaMelo, and
No one
Ja. But I think Ja Morant is still like.
Ja's the AI of the league. He ain't no super.
Yeah.
He's not the face of the league though.
Like people want to be.
So
like
what would you say, LaMelo?
LaMelo is just.
LaMelo's he's just one of those guys who's gonna be up there. Yo, you're gonna talk about LaMelo, but I don't think LaMelo's ever gonna be the face.
Like if he stays on the Hornets,
The Hornets are not doing anything.
Like that's the problem.
money, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not
Money,
money. Back then,
organization.
Back then, I used to talk about niggas with loyalty. Now it's just the bag holding niggas, bro.
on the Hornets, who's checking LaMelo? No coaches tell him check him. No. Yo, I come up, I shoot this three if I want to.
But
They got no discipline.
But he makes it though.
Nah, if he had a better coach, like a sterner coach, like the coach they got now, he used to be like the assistant GM. Like Charlie Lee, he used to be with the Celtics. He's not like Joe. He's not like Ime, but he's pretty stern. But I don't think he's that stern. Like I feel like they're gonna trade LaMelo and then let Brandon Miller just like hoop. Because if you really think about it, I feel like the team is more centered around like Brandon Miller than it is LaMelo. And that could be another hot take, but I just feel like it is. Because,
It's because Brandon Miller's gonna get the buckets for you. LaMelo's just gonna create it for you.
and all Brandon Miller really needs to do is learn how to, like, play make. Like, the game has to open up for him. Like, he has good pieces around him. Like, he has Grant Williams. He has Mark Williams. He has, like, all these good... Bro, Grant is a tough player, bro.
Grant Williams is a good glue player.
Yeah, he's a great glue player and he's a great defender. Like, but hey, what do I know? I think that the team is more centered around Brandon Miller. I could be wrong.
I can see what you mean. It's just like with the eras, there's different people balling in different eras. So with our era, we used to like LaMelo now coming up shooting. Everything is three based. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, who can get the three faster?
Back then, they ran the flex offense.
It wasn't like that. With that, what era do you think for basketball was the best era, or is the best era?
The 80s. The 80s is the best era. Everybody brought their own flair. They brought their own style. Like, I was watching the interview.
Tens? You talk about like tens? Yeah, Harden and them.
No, thousands.
Thousands? Nah, I'm talking about tens. Harden and them, their bag is different.
My Tim Duncans, I like that.
I'm not gonna hold you. I can't watch any of those games.
Well, back then.
I'll be watching it. Like, you know how NBA's been dropping games, like old playoff games, like full games.
On NBA TV?
Yeah. I sat through what?
It looked chaotic, right?
The Lakers versus
Bulls?
Who is it?
Nah, that's what I saw.
No.
Celtics, Warriors.
The game, it was the Pacers. The game, Shaq went down.
Oh yeah. Kobe.
Game Shaq went down, bro. It was just a straight 5 minutes straight. Yo, bricks. I'm like, bro, I can't watch this. And you know how we like the game is weird. Like we're outside in the way we play now. Like it's just threes, and then we'll make our way to the middle. Yo, seeing the ball go straight to the center every play, I was like, yo, this is weird for me.
Like I
This
said,
is weird.
It was a certain offense back then because Biggs dominated. Now Biggs not as important. The Warriors proved that many times. Big is not as important when your offense is flowing from the backcourt.
There was never no small ball back then.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Small ball
80s basketball, I could say I like watching the highlights, but I don't know how the game would move though. I can't say I watched the 80s game.
Pete this. If you're big, if the 80s big, if everything's from the inside before out, and outside from or in, how are you going to stop the outside when you're mostly oriented to stop the inside? You know
How they gonna stop the inside? Nobody's really a great. Who do you know? A center in the league today that's a great interior defender that can stop Patrick Ewing or David Robinson.
The only person I have in mind is Rob.
I was about to say
Absolutely not. He's getting fried.
Rudy Gobert's gonna get one elbow to the chest. He done.
Kareem,
I got Robert Williams is the only person I could think of.
Oh, Rob, my guy.
Rob is nice.
That's my boy.
Rob is nice. Oh, I'm not gonna hold you. Nah, Jackson Hayes would get fried. Never mind. But Jackson Hayes, he could defend.
People are sleeping on Jackson Hayes. When I say
He could defend.
bro.
Jackson Hayes could defend.
Don't listen to me like Jackson Hayes.
Jackson Hayes could defend.
Kareem, though?
All right, that's different. The Kareem is
Nobody could guard
Kareem's
Kareem.
a wonder. Kareem's a wonder, just like Victor.
Whoa,
Whoa,
wait.
a wonder.
Which era bigs? Which era of bigs are you talking about?
Huh?
Like the 80s.
Victor guarding Kareem.
Yeah. Victor guard Kareem, but I
Ooh.
think Victor's a little too late to guard Kareem.
Yeah, Kareem's strong.
But Kareem, I mean Victor's different though.
Victor not guarding Kareem.
He's not guarding Kareem, but can they guard?
Whoa.
Can Kareem,
Actually, no.
can Kareem guard Victor though?
I'm lying.
I think he was
Victor's gonna get some plays. It's like watching Chet and him. Like they gonna get their. Each one of them gonna get theirs.
I
You
think
think Kareem can guard Victor from the perimeter?
you be sleeping.
Which Kareem though?
Like Kareem on the Lakers was a good defender. He was a great defender. Like his first 3-4 years, he was a good defender, and then he started getting older. But anyway,
He was old when he got to the Lakers too. I'm thinking about it.
he was still hooping. Like,
He
was
was,
still
though.
winning MVPs, Finals MVPs.
I'm just saying Thens in our generation has what's it called? People with a more creative skill that open up for the rest of the team, but not the rest of the team perform. Back then, they have a certain offense they run, and it hits that one player, and that one player scores out. If he don't, he don't.
But I was watching Open Court. Isaiah Thomas was like, yo, like the 80s, we all brought our kind of like our own different type of style. Like what they're doing in the league now, we would get in trouble for that, so we didn't do it. We had to play in a certain system. Like we was doing this back then. Like all the moves that Kyrie's doing, that's
Kenny the Jet said that too.
who?
Kenny the Jet
Oh
said
yeah.
the
He
same
was like, yeah, like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah,
Yo,
because
can
coaches
we-
I think the coaches really had power back then. So the system they want to run or flourish through the team, that's what they want.
I'm not gonna hold you. We gotta gas up NBA TV. I'm not gonna hold you. Open court, center court, yo.
I love Open Court.
I love them shows, bruh.
Yeah.
Bring them back. But anyways, this is to piggyback on what you were saying though. Nah, I agree though. Isaiah Thomas, he was that guy, bruh. And he did bring his own flair. And it wasn't even just him too. I'm thinking, what?
Like
Who was around Isaiah's time?
like Joe Dumars, we had Magic, we had
Clyde.
we had Mark Price,
My price was different.
Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, like Charles Barkley.
Even into that's early thousands.
I can say what they do have is competitive drive though.
Like, 80s basketball, like no one was friends. Like no one was dabbing each other.
That's what
Like,
that's what I miss, bro. This is what's it called? People like, oh, you talk shit. He provoked it. I don't care if he provoked what. I don't care about y'all going at each other's throats.
Right.
Nowadays, nigga drop 40 on you. You trading jerseys. Get the hell out of here.
But I think it should be an on-court competitiveness. Like, hey, yo, on-court, I'm trying to...
Yeah,
That's why I mess with-
Obviously.
Like, low key, it's low key trying to make its way back into the league.
I love Kevin Durant on the court.
Kevin Durant been like that.
I remember be talking.
And like
what?
that, Devin Booker.
Cade and
Jalen. That joke runs deep.
Devin and Luca. Like I see it there, but you know what the thing is though? It's not team hate. It's just player hate.
Yeah.
When you got team hate though, that's when you're gonna see it.
Oh, my God.
I was called.
JT and Luka.
Colorado was arguing with someone on the Nuggets.
Who?
I forgot what his name was. Because he's not relevant. But he said, I'll
Draymond
start.
and basically everybody.
Draymond is battling everybody.
Yeah.
Jalen Brown and LeBron.
And the fact that Draymond and Jimmy Butler, yo, that's one reason why I think, yo, the Warriors, yo, if things are not raining down psychologically, they are going to break y'all down, break whatever team down. I'm telling you, Draymond and Jimmy on the same team is a big. I don't even know how Steve Kerr is doing that. First of all, because we know how Jimmy is.
They may not like him trash talking every other team. They trash.
Because Jimmy talk that talk.
Yeah.
And that's the big sleeper, the Warriors. Not even a sleeper. I think people are moving them up higher up on the pecking order. But
People.
yeah, the Warriors are not the OKC don't want to see the Warriors.
They don't want to see the Warriors. I don't think you want to see playoff Jimmy, playoff Steph.
Playoff Jimmy's something different. No one
I gotta
appreciates
see
it
how
for
he
real.
does it with actual true superstars.
Yeah,
Who,
like,
Jimmy?
Yeah, he had Joel, but Joel was not a superstar compared to Steph in a playoff.
Oh yeah, he wasn't.
Like that.
Well, we don't even know what Joel looked like. I'm not gonna hold you.
I just feel like no matter what system you put Butler in, he's gonna get his and open up for the
If it's
rest.
not offense,
If you
it's gonna be defense. Like he's gonna find a way.
Nah, that got to be a winning system.
No.
Cause I seen Jimmy Butler in a bad system. He don't be playing. He don't be playing.
what? All right, so this is my last question. What teams do you think will enter the final stretch of the season, like with the most to lose and the most to gain? For me, I think, of course, I'm gonna say Boston, but it's like
The most to lose or most to gain?
they got the most to lose.
most of lose.
You think that if they lose this year, they break up? They break it up?
If they lose this year, they just lose this year. Like
So
they brought back the
They're gonna
same
get a lot
team.
of restructuring
Them
contracts.
them players don't hesitate to sign back sometimes. So
Nah,
can
Brad.
they
People might have to go, bro.
Yeah, people have to go. Luxury tax is crazy. That's how some
Al
teams
Horford
break up
might-
though.
Al Horford might to retire. I get it. You want
Al Horford out of here.
Brad Stevens is
Or vet minimum. That's what you want to take.
he's such a great basketball mind that I don't even think that sways them as much. Like when they traded Smart, I was upset.
But now you see it.
I'm waiting for the match.
Now you see it.
Smart for KP was
Now you
good.
see it.
Like it still hurt here, but it's like, all right, we got the shit.
You gotta get your emotions out of it, bro.
Like Drew for Rob, that broke me too, cause Rob was actually in the gym, he was working.
Get your emotions out of it, man.
Yeah, like
Cry about it later, bro.
yeah,
You got a ring now.
yeah.
But I think the most to lose is OKC.
You don't
For
think
sure.
it's Cleveland?
Cleveland, ooh. I would say
I
don't
think Cleveland-
team-wise, I
Cleveland-
think Donovan Mitchell. Cause
I think Cleveland. The only reason why I say most to lose OKC, because OKC might actually break up if nothing happens this year, because they got to pay somebody.
Didn't OKC? Where did OKC finish last year? First, right in the West.
they
It was
finished
worse.
first last year.
I think it's OKC over Cleveland because Cleveland finished what, like third or fourth last
Third,
year.
second.
Yeah, but
But Cleveland, I
But
think.
this is a bigger improvement. So they at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's a way better improvement.
I don't-
OKC, you've been first for 2 years in a row, and you have no conference final or no finals appearance.
That's scary.
But Cleveland,
scary.
I don't think Cleveland's losing anybody. So they lose, they could run it back.
Yeah. I agree.
OKC, they got to figure out: do I want to pay J Dub or do I want to pay Chet?
Yeah, so I agree.
So
OKC.
if nothing happens this year,
Oh yeah, he's on two. He's on the 2 year. Oh,
I don't.
shit.
they gotta figure something out.
I think yeah.
N-
OKC has the most moves.
OKC
I think why I'm not too bought in on Cleveland is because this is like I've been watching Donovan Mitchell since he's been in the league.
He
Like,
been
this
the
is-
same situation.
This is always him. Like he's always hooping regular
He been in the
season.
same
He's always hooping.
situation.
Like I know he's gonna do in the first round. I know he's gonna give me like 30. I know he's gonna do that. Once it's like second round or like third, like he disappears.
But this is different though. He got supporting roles. He got supporting characters.
He has
Is
support.
Darius Garland
His
going
his supporting cast in Utah was Joe Ingles. Don't get me wrong, Joe Ingles was balling.
No,
Joe
the
Ingles
year,
had Rudy Gobert.
the year that they played the Nuggets, I think that was his best year to win the championship. And then the bubble, because he was hooping.
That was just unlucky though.
Yeah, nah. Mike Conley was hooping. Like, yo, the shot that Mike Conley threw up was more realistic than Kawhi's shot.
Oh yeah,
And
I remember he said that shit.
Oh my God, yeah, I was watching. I'm like, come on, bro, that's ridiculous. But we thank you guys for tuning into this episode. Like, you know, we gonna have another playoff prediction episode coming soon. Yeah, and first round, back in first round. You know, y'all see Nelson again. Y'all definitely see Nelson again.
Y'all see me again.
I'll see it.
But you know what this is? This is
DVD. You know me. But until next time, stay different by the folk.
yes, sir.
We gonna catch y'all.